everyone. John here. Today's video pertains to planting roses. Got some knockout roses, not too bad. You know, you get to the right place. Sometimes they cut you a deal. These, well, there was a good deal right off the bat, so I didn't have to finagle anything. I just picked out the best ones and went with it. So what I did, I pre-dug these holes. You got 3 holes here, 3 roses to plant. It took me an hour and a half to dig through this rock hard sticky clay to get the holes. So I made them wider and deeper than what the plant is. So as you see, you put it down in there, got plenty of wiggle room. So, what I want to do first, got some of this, supposed to be for planters, but it's a high grade potting soil. It's the same that I put in these planters up here. So we're going to add some of this into the ground, down in the bottom of the hole. Pack it down really good. See what we look like here. A little bit more. I tell you, it's nice having a tractor with this bucket, because that bucket was full with the clay. Thing rated 1,000 pounds. It almost seemed like I put 1,000 pounds in it, because I felt it when I went to move it. Okay, that's a good height. Now, what I normally like to do is squish the pot a little bit. Hold on to the base. And with a little luck, it won't break anything. We can get the thing out of the pot. Alright. Then we put it down in the hole. Rotate it. There. Now, you want to wait to prune these things until after the shock is over. Okay, next, put in the potting soil. Pat it in with your fingers. You notice I'm wearing gloves this time. That manure is hard to get off my hands the other day. I don't think I've had that much manure all over me in years. But had a garden down in Florida. My dad wanted a rose garden. I built him a big one. Back then you can buy roses in a 1-gallon pot. You don't see many of those anymore. Get a little bit more in there. Now this potting soil has fertilizer in it, so it's going to really help this plant. I'm now leaving the tags on for now, because it tells you how to feed it, how to water it, and of course the sun's almost down. Makes it a little cooler to do this, even though I was soaking wet when I went into the house. Okay, we're almost there. That's good. Get some of the dirt out of my glove. Okay, on to the next one here. Let me drag this bag over. Wasn't too sure whether I needed 1 or 2 bags to do this. So again, we're going to put some potting soil down in the hole. Get it set to the height that we need it. A little bit more. And this pretty much goes with any plant, really. It's really hard to grow stuff in this soil. Grass and weeds grow really good. Now I've heard people use grass for mulch. I don't recommend that. Because what I do with grass, after I cut it and I have big clumps, I will put it over the freshly seeded area. And to help it keep the moisture. But the number one thing, doing it that way, the seeds that's in the grass will also grow. And you don't want to put grass in your garden. You're trying to keep the grass and the weeds out of the garden. So, let's, some of the soil fell apart in this thing. So, we'll just fill this thing up. And we'll move on to the third one. Now, if you have any questions about any of this, if I can't answer it, go to your local nursery and they'll explain what you can do to take care of these plants. We're almost there. When I get a lot of this all taken care of, I'll be digging out some of this grass. I'm going to lay the same material that I have in the garden, and I'm going to lay it around here, and I'm going to mulch it. So that way I don't have to worry about digging grass and weeds and everything out of it. We're almost there. May need another bag. But I'll cross that road when I get to it. Okay. It's pretty good. A little bit more. Now, the garden that I built for my dad down in Florida, I mean, it was nice. Now, the one thing that he always told me what you're supposed to do with roses, I refuse to do. Says you were, Robbie, no. What he says to do, you cut these things all the way back. I don't do that. That kills the plant. Every time you cut these things back, you kill the plant. Now, up here in Tennessee, I don't know if the rules that I go by would apply, because what I've always done, I will trim it back a little bit. Then, what I'll do, when it, let me move you a little bit closer. When you would, I cut it back a little bit, then, there we go. After the freeze, if whatever dies off, I would actually cut it off then, but I would never take it all the way back. Because, you know, you put a lot of work into planting these things, feeding them and everything else. The one thing you don't want to do is just trim it all back and then you have nothing but, you know, a rotten bush. I mean, where I work, they have, I don't know if they still have that warranty. They give it a 1-year warranty in case the thing dies. Then you take it back and get a refund on your plant and replace it. So, get that in there. It's the way I want it. Looks good. Shadow, can you do that someplace else? Okay, now we'll just fill it in. You have to ignore my dog. He don't like me talking to anybody. Sometimes he just gets selfish. Alright, almost there. I get untangled out of the... But anyways, with the garden that my dad wanted, I started these little 1-gallon bushes, and I fed it Miracle-Gro. When it was time for getting more blooms and all, now you can use this same technique in the garden. I plan on doing it. When I wanted the things to bud out for the fruit, you get the bloom fertilizer and you mix it with water, and then you water your vegetables for it. It'll give you more blooms and more fruit. Almost there. Even if you make a mess of this stuff, it don't matter. It all goes into the earth anyway. Alright, we're almost there. "64 quarts, just about enough to do 3 roses. Alright. Looks like we're done. Now, what I'm planning on doing, after these are well established, I will trim them back a little bit. Just before the first frost we get up here, which normally Mother Nature's been a little temperamental. It may be mid-November when we'll get the first frost, but this was supposed to be our dry season, and we've been getting an awful lot of rain. In fact, we got rain coming in maybe a little later tonight here in northwest Tennessee. So, see, we put all our stuff back in the bucket. So you see I got the 3 roses planted. Quite simple. Anybody can do it. I know some people say they don't have a green thumb. Well, my thumbs are mostly covered in dirt, so it's okay. So if you like this type of content, hit the like button and please subscribe. If you have any comments, I'm all welcome. There's a little bell that you'll see near the subscribe button. That way you get all my new videos. I got other videos that has nothing to do with gardening. There's going to be various things I got planned. I plan on doing a lot of my projects on camera. That way, if something you need to know about, I'll hook you up. So that's all I have for now, and I'll see you on the next one. You have a great one.